Welcome to MSExamLab. This is PL-300 Power BI Data Analyst. Episode 1, Case Study 1, Northwind Traders. This is a full case study episode. 1 case study, 11 questions, exactly the way the exam serves it to you. Every answer key has been checked against Microsoft Learn before it reached this video. Where a question bank uses wording Microsoft has since retired, I flag it on screen so you recognize both versions on exam day. First, the case study itself, read along with me because every answer depends on it. Northwind Traders is a specialty food import company. It recently implemented Power BI to understand its top customers, products, and suppliers. The sales department currently relies on it to build SSRS reports. It is too slow and often misreads the requirements. Now the data sources. Source 1, Azure SQL Database, orders, products, suppliers, categories, order details, sales, employees. Source 2, Excel and SharePoint Online exported daily from a third-party system. 1 worksheet, customer details, all fields mandatory. Addressing customer details is the billing address. Address in orders is the shipping address. They can differ. Each sales employee is assigned to 1 sales region, multiple employees per region. 3 reports are required. Top products, top 20 by sales amount, by order month quarter, sales region, product category must show suppliers. Top customers, top 20 by sales amount, by order month quarter, product category, sales region. On-time shipping, % of orders shipped late by country and shipping region. Customers with multiple late shipments last quarter. Late order equals shipped after the required shipping date. Note that late order definition. It decides an entire DAX question later. The technical requirements. A single dataset must support all 3 reports. All reports live in 1 Power BI workspace. Data current as of 7 a.m. Pacific each day. Fast response when users interact with visuals. Minimize dataset size as far as the requirements allow. And the security requirements. Access via Azure AD security groups only, 1 group per department. Sales department must create, edit, delete report content, manage workspace, dataset and report permissions, publish and update apps, and assign AD groups to the workspace. Sales users see only their own sales region per the sales employees table. That security list is a checklist. 2 questions later, you match it to a workspace role. 11 questions from this 1 case study. We move the way a real build moves. Storage mode, then the model and relationships, then DAX, then the visuals, then alerts, security, and refresh. Let us get into it. Question 1 of 11, storage mode. You need to create the semantic model. Which storage mode should you use for the tables in the semantic model? Your options. A. Direct query. B. Dual. C. Import. D. Live connection. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is C. Import. Import, 2 requirements decide it. Visuals must respond fast and the dataset must be as small as possible. Import caches compressed data in the model, which gives the quickest interaction. A daily 7 a.m. refresh is all the freshness the requirements ask for, so there is no case for querying the source live. Now, why the others fail. Direct query pushes every interaction back to Azure SQL, slower visuals, and it cannot meet the fast response requirement. Dual is for tables that must serve both an import aggregation and a direct query detail table. Nothing here needs that. Live connection applies to analysis services or an existing Power BI semantic model. You are building the model here, not connecting to one. Verified against Learn Microsoft, COM storage mode in Power BI desktop. Question 2 of 11, model and relationships. You need to design the data model and the relationships for the customer details worksheet and the orders table. For each statement, select yes if it is true. Otherwise, select no. 3 statements, for each one, yes if it is true, otherwise no. Statement 1, a relationship must be created between the customer ID column in the customer details worksheet and the customer ID column in the orders table. Statement 2. The data type of the columns in the relationship between the customer details worksheet and the orders table must be set to text. Statement 3. The region field used to filter the top customers report must come from the orders table. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answers are Statement 1, no, Statement 2, yes, Statement 3, no. Statement 2 is yes, relationship columns must share a data type and customer ID in a Northwind Excel export is text. Statement 3 is no, sales region comes from sales employees where each employee is assigned to one region, not from orders. Now why the others fail. Statement 3 is the trap. Orders holds the shipping address, which is geography, not the sales region the report slice by. Mismatched data types are the most common cause of a relationship silently refusing to be created. One more thing, source flag, the key marks Statement 1 as no. Treat that as contested. The top customers report does need customer attributes joined to sales, so a customer ID relationship is the natural design. Know the reasoning, not the marking. Verified against Learn Microsoft, create and manage relationships in Power BI Desktop. Question 3 of 11, 2 dates, 1 model. You need to design the data model to meet the report requirements. What should you do in Power BI Desktop? Your options. A. From Power Query, add a date table. Create an active relationship to the order date column in the orders table. B. From Power Query, add columns to the orders table to calculate the calendar quarter and the month of the order. C. From Power BI Desktop, use the Auto Date Time option when creating the reports. D. From Power Query, use a DAX expression to add columns to the orders table. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is D. From Power Query, use a DAX expression to add columns to the orders table. The reports slice by order month or quarter and by shipping month or quarter, so you need date attributes for both order date and shipped date. Only an approach that adds columns for both dates satisfies that. Now why the others fail. A date table with a single active relationship to order date leaves the on-time shipping report unable to slice by shipping month. Auto date time creates a hidden table per date column, inflates the model, and is explicitly at odds with minimizing dataset size. Adding columns for only the order date ignores the shipping requirement. One more thing, source flag, the keyed option says from Power Query use a DAX expression. Power Query uses M, not DAX. The wording is wrong in the source. What the exam is testing is that both order date and shipped date need date attributes. Verified against Learn Microsoft, Auto Date Time Guidance applied date tables. Question 4 of 11, minimizing dataset size. You need to minimize the size of the dataset. The solution must meet the report requirements. What should you do? Your options. A. Group the categories table by the category ID column. B. Remove the quantity per unit column from the products table. C. Filter out discontinued products while importing the products table. D. Change the order ID column in the orders table to the text data type. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is B. Remove the quantity per unit column from the products table. Drop a column no report needs. None of the 3 reports uses quantity per unit, so removing it shrinks the model and costs nothing. Column elimination is the highest value size lever in an import model. Now why the others fail. Filtering out discontinued products breaks top products, which must show historical data across 4 calendar years, discontinued products sold in those years. Grouping categories destroys the category detail the reports slice by. Changing order ID to text makes the model larger, not smaller. Text columns compress worse than integers. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com data reduction techniques for import modeling. Question 5 of 11, percentage of late orders. You need to create a measure that will return the percentage of late orders. Late orders percent equals VAR order count equals count rows orders VAR late orders equals box 1 count rows orders box 2 orders box 3 return divide late orders order count. 2 selections here. Box 1. Choices are sum. COUNTX. Calculate. Calculate table. Box 2. Choices are filter. All except. Calculate. Dates between. Box 3. Choices are orders order date, orders required date. Order ship date, orders required date. Order ship date, orders required date. Order ship date, orders required date. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answers are calculate and filter and order shipped date, orders required date. Calculate evaluates count ROWS in a modified filter context. Filter supplies that context as a table expression. And the case study defines a late order as one shipped after the required shipping date, so shipped date greater than required date. Now why the others fail. COUNTX and sum are iterators over an expression, not filter context modifiers. Calculate table returns a table, but late orders needs a scalar count. Dates between needs an explicit date range, all except removes filters rather than applying one. Order date versus required date measures when it was ordered, not when it shipped. The equals and variance get the boundary wrong. Shipped exactly on the required date is on time. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com calculate function filter function. Question 6 of 11, top customers report. You need to create the top customers report. Which type of filter should you use and at which level should you apply the filter? 2 selections here. Filter type. Choices are top N. Basic. Advanced. Level. Choices are page. Visual. Report. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answers are top N and visual. Top N is the filter built for exactly this. Show the top 20 customers by sales amount. Apply it at the visual level because only that visual should be limited to 20 customers. The page still needs the full dataset for its other visuals and slicers. Now why the others fail. Basic filters pick from a value list, advanced filters test conditions, neither ranks. A page level or report level top N would starve every other visual of data. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com add a filter to a report in Power BI. Question 7 of 11, on-time shipping visual. You need to create the on-time shipping report. The report must include a visualization that shows the percentage of late orders. Which type of visualization should you create? Your options. A pie chart. B. Scatterplot. C. Bar chart. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is C. Bar chart. The requirement is the percentage of late orders broken out by country and shipping region. That is one measure compared across categories, which is what a bar chart does best. Now why the others fail. A pie chart shows parts of a single whole and degrades badly past a handful of slices, useless across many countries and regions. A scatterplot plots two measures against each other to show correlation. There is only one measure here. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com visualization types in Power BI. Question 8 of 11, Warehouse Notification. You need to create a solution to meet the notification requirements of the warehouse shipping department. Complete the solution. Populate a box 1 by using a card visualization that shows the percentage of late orders in the current month, and then configure a box 2. Two selections here. Box 1. Choices are report, bookmark, dashboard. Box 2. Choices are data alert, phone view, subscription. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answers are dashboard and data alert. Data alerts in the Power BI service are set on dashboard tiles and only on cards, KPIs, and gauges. So you pin the card to a dashboard, then set a data alert to fire when the late order percentage passes 5%. Now, why the others fail? You cannot set a data alert on a report visual, it has to be a dashboard tile. A phone view changes layout, it notifies nobody. A subscription mails a snapshot on a schedule, it does not trigger on a threshold. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com data alerts in the Power BI service. Question 9 of 11, Relationship for RLS. You need to create a relationship in the dataset for row-level security. Complete the sentence. Create a box 1 relationship between the sales employees table and the box 2. Two selections here. Box 1. Choices are 1-to-1, 1-to-many, many-to-1, many-to-many. Box 2. Choices are orders table, suppliers table, order details table, customer details worksheet. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answers are many-to-many and customer details worksheet. Sales users must see only their own sales region. Multiple employees share a region and multiple customers sit in a region, so the link between sales employees and customer details is many-to-many on region. That relationship is what the RLS filter then travels along. Now, why the others fail? A one-to-many relationship would require a unique region on one side. Neither table has that. Orders and order details are fact tables. Filtering them directly is not how the region restriction is expressed. Suppliers has no bearing on which region a user may see. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com row-level security with Power BI many-to-many relationships. Question 10 of 11, Sales Department Access. You need to configure access for the sales department users. The solution must meet the security requirements. What should you do? Your options. A. Share each report to the Azure Active Directory group of the sales department. B. Add the Azure Active Directory group of the sales department as an admin of the workspace. C. Distribute an app to the users in the Azure Active Directory group of the sales department. D. Add the sales department as a member of the reports workspace. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is B. Add the Azure Active Directory group of the sales department as an admin of the workspace. Read the requirement list and match it to a role. Sales must manage workspace permissions, publish and update apps, and assign AD groups to the workspace. Only the admin role can do all of that. Anything less fails at least one item. Now, why the others fail? Member can publish and update the app but cannot add or remove other groups' access to the workspace. Sharing a report grants view or reshare on one item, nowhere near this list. Distributing an app gives consumption rights, not authoring or permission management. One more thing, workspace roles ladder, viewer, contributor, member, admin. Only admin can manage access for others. Learn what each role adds. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com roles in workspaces in Power BI. Question 11 of 11, keeping data current. You need to ensure that the data is updated to meet the report requirements. The solution must minimize configuration effort. What should you do? Your options. A. From each report in Power BI.com, select Refresh Visuals. B. From Power BI Desktop, download the PBIX file and refresh the data. C. Configure a scheduled refresh without using an on-premises data gateway. D. Configure a scheduled refresh by using an on-premises data gateway. Pause here if you need longer, 10 seconds. The answer is C. Configure a scheduled refresh without using an on-premises data gateway. Data must be current as of 7 a.m. Pacific daily, so it has to be scheduled, not manual. Both sources are cloud services, Azure SQL Database and SharePoint Online, so no gateway is needed, and skipping it is the minimum configuration effort. Now, why the others fail. A gateway is only for on-premises or VM-hosted sources. Adding one here is work with no benefit. Refresh Visuals redraws from the existing model. It does not reload the data. Refreshing in desktop is manual and does not update what is published. Verified against Learn Microsoft.com data refresh in Power BI on-premises data gateway. 6 things to carry into the exam. 1. Import unless told otherwise. Fast visuals plus a small model means import. A daily refresh needs nothing live. 2. Match the data types. Relationship columns must share a type or the relationship silently will not form. 3. 2 dates, 2 sets of attributes. Order date and shipped date both need date columns. 1 date table on 1 key is not enough. 4. Drop columns nobody uses. Column elimination is the biggest size lever. Never filter rows the reports still need. 5. Alerts live on dashboards. Data alerts attached to dashboard tiles, cards, KPIs, gauges, never to a report visual. 6. Read the requirement list. Match every security requirement to a workspace role. Only admin can manage others' access. That is Episode 1. Episode 2 is data sources and connectors. Connectors, privacy levels, refresh errors, and the traps the exam keeps setting. This series runs 26 episodes and covers the whole exam. Subscribe so you get each one as it lands. And tell me in the comments which question caught you out. I read them all. See you in Episode 2.